Hey guys, Fernando here, and today I want to talk about 3 books that every man should read. I don't care if you're not a reader. I really recommend that you read these books because they're going to change your life. Think about this. If you can read these 3 books over the next 12 months, your life is going to change because you'll have better relationships with women, a stronger mind, and a harder body. The first book is The Way of the Superior Man by David Data. The subtitle says it all: Mastering the Challenges of Women, Work, and Sexual Desire. The first chapter is titled, Stop Hoping for the Completion of Anything in Life. As men, we want to finish things. We want to get to the end. For example, if I were to run a marathon today, but there's no finish line, I'm going to drop out because eventually I give up. Where's the end? But it doesn't always work that way. Specifically when it comes to relationships with women, there'll never be a time where you get into a relationship with a woman and realize that you can put this on autopilot and just chill. It doesn't work that way. In chapter 7, Data writes that your purpose must come before your relationship. We've all heard stories about guys who are going to go to college, but they went to the college that their girlfriend wanted to go to so as to not lose her. Or after college, there's an opportunity for you to get a job out of state or out of the country. But again, you don't want to leave your girlfriend and potentially loss of relationship. And as we go throughout our careers, there's definitely opportunities that are going to present themselves. But the thing is, a man has to fulfill his highest purpose. Because when he doesn't, he's not doing anyone favors. He's not doing himself a favor. He's not doing his relationship a favor. And he's not doing the world at large a favor. So a man must put his purpose first and foremost. I'll give you a clear example. Years ago, there was a Reddit post. This is 9 years ago. This guy named John from Australia, who was 46 at the time. So today he's 55. If according to his post, not much has changed. But at that time, he talked about he had all these big dreams and aspirations. He wanted to travel the world. He wanted to write a book. He wanted to basically live this amazing lifestyle. But instead, he got married and had kids and took a safe job. He feels like he's just a provider. His kids don't like him. His wife's not in love with them. And it's basically a life where he just looks back and has a ton of regret, right? So John says, hey, if you're young, follow your passion. Find your purpose, right? Don't do what I did, right? I fell into the safe route and now I don't have a way out. Easily my favorite chapter in the entire book is chapter 29. Choose a woman who chooses you. It creates a much simpler dynamic versus where the man has to go out and do all the chasing and all the pursuing. I know in the movies and the fairy tales, they make it seem like the man has to chase and pursue and he has to overcome all these obstacles to try to get the woman of his dreams. But that rarely happens in the real world. I mean, as a matter of fact, you do too much of that today, they call you a stalker and they'll call the police on you. That's the last thing you ever want done to you. So what you want to do is basically spend time and invest energy, effort, money, whatever it is, with women who have already shown an interest. As her interest increases, so will yours. If her interest decreases, decrease your interest. But what you never want to do is be more interested in her than she is in you. The second book that I recommend that every man must read is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus was a Roman emperor. He was born in the 2nd century and ruled Rome for 19 years. And what he taught us in Meditations is as applicable back in the Roman era as it is in the modern era. Meditations are broken up into various books. In book 10, Marcus writes, waste no time arguing about what a good man should be one. We all have our own opinion and criteria for what constitutes a good man. Is it a good man because he's religious? Because he's married, because he has a family, because he does, charitable good? Or is he just a good man, right? We can all determine what it is for ourselves. So that's what Marcus teaches us to do, is to just be a good man. Don't sit here and argue about who's good and who's not, but just be one. In book 8, Marcus lets us know that we have the power over our own mind, not outside events, and to recognize that, and then we will find strength. Think about this. There's so many exterior factors out there that are trying to control us or trying to stop us from what we want to do. But that's only if we allow it, only if we're not mentally strong enough to overcome those external obstacles. So when you have that mental strength, that mindset, you are almost unbeatable, undefeatable. That's what Marcus teaches us, to believe that it's all within the mind. In book 5, Marcus quotes, to arise in the morning, what a privilege it is to be alive, to enjoy, to breathe, to love. Now think about this, right? We all wake up and we have so many things on our mind. We're stressed out, but the reality is we're up. We're 6 feet above ground. We should be grateful. He's teaching us about gratitude, right? We have the opportunity to be as alive as we want to be, to love, to enjoy, to go about our day and to go about our life, and to not worry about things that we shouldn't be worrying about. The final book that I recommend that every man must read is The Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, look how big this book is. It's 800 pages. It's truly the Bible of bodybuilding. I recommend that every man get into fitness, get into strength training, build muscle, feel good about yourself, have energy, and have endurance because of strength training. Arnold mentions that the meaning of life is not just to survive, not just to access, but to move ahead, to achieve, to conquer. Now think about that, right? Most of us, we're just trying to get by. We're trying to just, figure it out day per day. But Arnold has this mentality, having come from Austria, an immigrant to the United States, and built what he built, right? A successful bodybuilder, one of the most successful bodybuilders of all time, but greater than that, one of the greatest Hollywood actors of all time. Guy with an accent and everything, but he made it work. He came here to conquer, and I believe you should conquer your life as well, starting with the gym. Strength training and bodybuilding, it's a physical test. There's no doubt about that, but it's much more a mental test. Arnold preaches that. He says that the mind is a limit. As long as the mind believes that you can do something, you can actually do it. You want to go ahead and attack it 100% to see if you can actually get it done. And what purpose is it to have a strong body but a weak mind? The goal is to combine the two, to be strong mentally, strong physically, and just create yourself this specimen of a man that you can become. So throughout the book, you'll get insights into Arnold's philosophy, into bodybuilding, life in general, and it'll just help you just become that man that wants to hit the gym, that wants to get stronger, that wants to build your ideal physique. When that physique is built, that mindset is created, you'll be unstoppable. Now, I hope that these 3 books are 3 books that you want to go ahead and read over the next 12 months. And for more dating, business, fitness, and life advice, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.